If you talk like that, it don't go through, you know.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Once again, I say welcome to the Russie's Brosis Empowerment Hour. It's another one of those days when we look forward to speaking with one of the, either it be one of the indomitable forces or a quiet giant or a gentle giant, whatever name or title you want to bestow upon these gentlemen and ladies. They have played their part in the development of the Russie's institution in some shape or form, whether it be academia or it be in the form of physical sporting events. Whatever the form they contributed, we always show respect and appreciation of their contribution. And this is what we have been doing with these series for the past few weeks. My name is Darwin, and I am here to present to you again another one of those series. And today we have with us on the Russie's Brosis family. I want to say good evening to the viewers and subscribers and all the Russie's Brosis family members. Today we have with us one of those titled gentlemen in the form of Mr. Byron Spence. He's one of those gentlemen who I can't speak as good about him as he will. So, right now, I'll just let him introduce himself and we take it from there. Mr. Byron, how are you today, sir? Welcome to Russie's Brosis.
Good afternoon, my Brosis family, and everyone watching this interview. Yeah, it's way in the morning, 1 o'clock, after 1 in the morning for me in London. Yeah, so I'm up. Yeah, but my name is Byron Spence. Yeah, represent Russie's at Doncaster Cup 1987, 1988. Went on 1989 to be deputy head boy, and 1990 work as alongside the bursar as assistant bursar.
Wonderful, wonderful. So see, this is one of the few gentlemen who have served in multiple areas. So we have to, laud him and appreciate his talents in whatever shape or form that he has contributed. And, he spoke of his, early years at Russie's, and I'm sure he was born a star and, he came from a large family, of course. And he might want to talk a little bit about his large family, where he came from, where he started, the community, the humble district where he came from. His he has a one brother. And Byron, you want to tell them how many sisters you have?
I've got 10 sisters.
Imagine how lucky this man. Talk about that for a little bit. Talk about your early years, when you're growing up, what school you first attended, and what brought you up to become a Russie's player.
Okay, it all started from Frome, my little district in Westmoreland. Yeah,
yes.
Where I grew up. Yeah, starting playing football at a young age. At Frome Sports Ground. That's where I learned my trade. Yeah.
Yes.
But basically, what happened as a youngster, you couldn't go over the sport field without your bigger brother. So my bigger brother used to take me over there. Yeah, and even when you're there with your bigger brother, you still cannot go on that pitch to play. You have to play. So you have to watch some guys play. So
on the sideline. Yes.
So we as little kids now, we used to stay behind the goal. So when the ball kick outside, we used to do a little business behind there. And, shorting us, come on guys, throw the ball back. Like, we got a little fun and then we have a little fun and that's why we sit down and that's how it started. So, people used to spot me doing my little thing that time. I was like, they used to watch me and like, yeah, these little guys, he can do his thing behind the goal. Yeah.
Yes.
So I start, you know, so that's where I started. And all of a sudden, going there, start growing up, playing football every day. Telling my brother, I got introduced to the big guys football, yeah, when I was about 13, 14. So my brother used to play like scrimmage, what we call it. So
Yes.
I used to shift the big guys. I didn't like I didn't like it, did it? So what happened then? Yeah, they used to look at me and they say, "Oh, this guy is too good. This guy is too good." And my brother used to defend me and say, "Oh, come on, Byron,
Yes.
do your thing." Cause the guys, they, you know, the guys I like where you play. So from there, when I
Yes.
start taking it seriously, yeah. Then you know, watching like the likes cause we go up in Frome where we have the Whisker team, football team, a Whisker football
Yes.
team.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Whisker football team was made up of basically Reno.
And Wisco, a lot of persons might not know what Wisco is, which is the West Indies Sugar Company that's in
Company.
Frome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's formally. Yeah, it's not the name now. So, but it's
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
Was. Yes.
It was. So basically, that's what we used to do. And as what growing up watching these guys, the Hamishas, the boys in Nicholson, the Windell Downswells, all of them
Yes.
guys, you know. And I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, one day, one day, I'll play on that pitch, that big pitch out there. Only 'cause we couldn't play on it because that was a special pitch. Yeah, so we have to play on different pitches. But one day I'll make it.
Yes.
You know, but growing up, I see the likes of one guy like Leslie Blair.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a Russian. Yeah, we came from the same district, same place. We just like live like maybe 2 houses apart, or 3 houses apart.
Wow.
Yeah. Same with my brother. They were like a same age group. So they used to go and they used to call me and say, "Come on, man, let's go and play football." And my mom was like, "No, he's not going there. He's not going to play no football. He have his school work to do." I said, "Mama, you know, it's because I'm a mama boy. So anything mama say, I have to say. I have to agree with."
Yes.
So I used to go there and like Hulks and them guys, they used to bring me. So my brother used to say, "Come on, let's go." So I used to go through the back and go and play. And they used to give me the ball and let me do my little thing. And from there on, you know.
Yeah. So even though you say you're a mama's boy, but you know, because your mother didn't see you as a football as a way out for you, because you're from a large family, your mother and father work hard to make sure that, listen, we're not going to have you out there running around kicking ball and think that's going to be your future. So your mother had a plan for you, but you want to play football.
I want to play football, but one of the things I want to play football, yeah, but in the back of my head, there's something else, you know, I have to realize. I'm from a family of 12, yeah?
Yes, big family, man.
Of 12. My dad is the only one who works, but guess what?
Yes.
There's a lot of things that we couldn't afford. You understand me? So whatever we get, we have to take, or you have to cherish it. So every time it comes to Christmas, the only thing I want was a football. Yes. That's it. And that was my gift from my dad. Every Christmas is a football. That's what I want. And I used to take my football, play in my backyard, do my little thing, watch what they do over by the big field, come back and do it on my own and see if I can make it work. So that's one of the things, you know what I mean? So from there on, I went on to start playing for Frome School in the Westmoreland Secondary League. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's when Frome Secondary School, that's where I met Jimmy.
Yeah? Yes, Jim Dandy. Yes, he talk a lot about you.
we're friends for life, mate. Trust me, we're friends for life.
Man.
And he's like Jim Dandy, you know. We met each other at Frome. You know, he came to from different primary school. I came from different primary school, but we all end up at Frome.
Yes.
Yeah. So we start doing our thing over there. Start winning matches and everything. Because in those days, I never own a pair of football boots. You have to pay barefoot them days.
Yes.
And even when I get my first pair of boots, I couldn't play in it.
Yes.
I have to take it off and play. Yeah.
So why? You couldn't, you just don't like to play in the boots?
I never played in football boots before.
Okay.
So I don't know what to do with them. So I think it was affecting my performance.
Yes, I
understand?
know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. So when I had my barefoot, I could do my thing.
Yes.
And then I start getting step on my toes and start getting injured. Then I say, my brother used to say, come on, man, it's time for you to play in a football booth. So I start
Yes.
getting used to playing the football booth. Yeah, but
Yes,
as I said,
man.
come back to Fulham. So we
Mhm.
went on from there. We me and Jim Dundee. Jim Dundee decided that he's gonna go overseas. But I didn't believe him. Yeah. So the January,
Yes.
all of us, he came, got our Christmas break. January was looking for Jim Dundee. No Jim Dundee. I was like, wow. So we have a group of us that used to used to um used to
To walk,
part together.
walk together. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
4 of us. Yeah. So it's like 3 of us turn up for school January, first day school day in January. But no Jim Dundee. I
Yes.
said, okay. But so in the afternoon, about when school almost finished, we see Jim Dundee come back on campus with his Rossi's badges, Rossi's tie, and everything. I'm like, I said, what you doing, bro? They're like, yo, you see me a Russian now. And I said, what? And he said to me, Byron, are you coming? I'm like, brother, you know, say I have my exams to do. So
Yes.
anything after anything, you know, I'll have to come after that. So
Yes, yes, yes.
so we was there. So he went on, he started his journey in Rossi's. I stayed back, did my exam.
Because
Came
at
down
that
to
age, at that early age, you were so focused that you want to play football, but at the same time, you still had that goal in mind that you have to get your education first.
yeah, I used to balance. I was
Definitely,
trying my best to balance it. Yeah. Because
definitely, yes.
when I was growing up, I look at it as footballers have a expiry date. Yeah.
Yes,
But my education never expired. Can never
yes,
expire.
absolutely,
Whatever you,
absolutely,
yeah. So I have to try and
absolutely.
balance it both ways. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So that was the key. So coming from a big family, yeah,
yes,
which I want to prove myself. I want to make sure my family do something to help my family. Yeah.
yes,
I have to
yes,
balance football with academics. Yeah.
yes,
Which I
yes,
managed to do up, yeah, to a point. Yeah. But going on back to us, so Jimmy, so in the summer after my exam, um, Donald Hewitt, yeah, and Mr. Miller, because Jimmy told them about me. So they came
yes,
by my house in Frome, yeah,
yes,
and they came and like, oh, you know that we heard about Byron and would like to bring him to Rossi's,
yes.
right? So my mom was like, that's in Hanover, and he live in Westmoreland. I don't think you'll be able to cope. So I said, all right, so everything that's it, talk and done, and I'm there really in my mind. Because what happened? It shouldn't be Rossi's, it should be Manning's. Yeah? It should have been Manning's.
Understand?
Yeah? Because we Everton Tomlinson, that was a managed coach that time. Yeah. He was the guys that like, you know what, we're gonna take Byron because you know it's academically he's all right, yeah. And football is good. So it's like
Yes.
I didn't turn out that way. So when Manning's refused me, yeah, I said to myself, you know what? I said, Jim Dundee, I'm coming in, bro. So we had this match at Frome where I was invited, yeah.
Yes.
So Rossi's 11 versus another 11. So I was invited. So I
Yes.
started out as a center back, yeah. I was playing the game, had a good game. When the game finished, everything was okay. Mr. Henry come up to me and said, you know what? You're too small to be a center back. I have a position for you. So I said, like,
Yes.
what's this? Yeah. So you know, I just let it run, got everything. I was so excited now. Yes, I'm a Russian. Yeah. Went
Yes.
into camp, because we went straight into camp, the summer camp. Yeah.
Yes.
Week into the summer camp, I'm like, boy, what is this? What is this? I never trained so hard in my life. So one weekend, the second weekend, I turned to Jim Dundee. I said, Jim Dundee, boy, guess what? I can't manage this, bro. I can't. I have to give up this one. I said, why? I said, boy, I said the training is too rough, bro. Yeah. And Jim Dundee go and leak it to try Malcolm, our assistant coach. Yeah. And so I like came to me and like, come on, guy, you can't give up, bro. You have so much potential.
Yes.
And I went home that weekend, and I packed my bag for the Monday morning. I'm like, should I or should I not?
Yes.
And
Still weighing your mind.
Still weighing my mind.
Yes.
But what happened? When I went back, I was telling my brother about it, 'cause everything I shared with my brother. I was like,
Yes.
all right, how are we gonna do? It's like when you come down for the weekend, we're gonna do some extra
Yes.
training. We're gonna do some
Yes.
extra training. So I started doing the extra training. And when I went back now, I feel everything was all right. But you know, this Rossi's 87 team, you know, as I said, we lost everything 86. So it's like we have to try our best to get back what we, after winning everything 85, losing everything 86. So 87, we're trying to get back
doing
all
something.
that.
Yes,
I
yes,
have
I
to
know
get back
that.
all that we lost.
Yes.
So basically, that's what happened. So I started taking my training seriously. Yeah, everybody. Final squad cut. I was there. I'm like, yes, I'm on the right path. Because you know, you could have an idea when coaches when you have a training. Yeah, coach used to, you know, put this team out there, A team and a B team, and you know, you have the likes of the guys like Shorty Malcolm, those guys, because you know, he's one of them guys where I'm watching him up and down the wing. So when I heard that that's the position I'm gonna play, yeah, I like, wow. So running from a defender to a midfielder, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I'm not used to this. So I used to look at Shorty and see how Shorty does it. But in my meantime, I'm doing my own thing because I'm playing my own way.
Yes.
I know how I can do the thing differently. Yeah. So by then, there's a lot of guys that before me. That's I look at. I used to watch when Rossi used to play at Fulham. Yeah. When Rossi used to come and play at Fulham, I used to admire Bentley Brown Cockatoo.
Yes.
The way he moved up and down the flanks. And I'm like, no, how these guys do it?
Yes.
You know? So one day, you know, after seeing all of those, remember them kicking back and rewinding my time, I'm like, yeah, these guys are, you know what, I'm gonna do it, you know, I'm gonna do it.
Yes, yes.
And with encouraging us, my teammates, yeah, you know, my teammates did push me. You know, we have the likes of Franklin Shim, yeah, Fabian
Yes.
Lawrence, rest
Yes.
RLP.
Yes,
Those guys
indeed,
give me the
yes.
push. And plus my charger from Froome, Jim Danley, always
Jim,
there
yeah.
back. Never leave that guy out, always, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so we started, first League Cup match, I was so nervous. So when I put that Rossi's top on that day, I was like, yes, there's no turning back now. This is it.
That's it. Yes, sir.
This is it, you know? And as from there on, as you know, 2017 went on to be one of the better teams.
Yes.
Yeah. Winning the Custer Cup. Yeah, is one
It
of my
wasn't easy
favorite.
though. It wasn't easy winning the Costa Cup. So that game, that Costa Cup, who did you play? Remember who we played in that the Costa Cup final? What happened in that game? Something strange happened.
It was Veer. I can't Veer technical. We played in the final of the Costa Cup. We played them twice in the Costa Cup final and in the Ben Francis Cup
Francis.
Final.
Okay.
But I can't remember which one of them we had a strange thing happen. Yeah.
Okay.
We're both wear the same colors, so there was a clash of colors. I can't remember. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So what happened? We have to spin a toss to see who changes, but we have to get the jerseys. We didn't have any substitute jerseys, so they get some jerseys from Montego Bay United. Somebody either Montego Bay, they provide us with a green, with a different set of jersey. So whoever loses the toss has to
wear the jersey.
has to wear that jersey. Luckily, you know, sitting there, because I was in a bubble for about, I was supposed to start at 3:30. We didn't get going until about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yes,
so we was in a bubble, and me and Jim Danley was there, and Jim Danley looking at me and said, Byron, this is it, bro. This is it. This is all we dream of. I was like, you know what? I've never seen so many people in my life in the stadium.
Yes.
I was so nervous. And Jim Danley was like, Byron, you know what? This is it, bro. This is our glory moment. We're going to grab it. And I said, come on, let's go. And he always said to me, all I need is just put that ball over there. I'll just do the rest for me. I'll do the rest for the team.
Jimmy said that. Byron, just find me.
Anyone, you just said to our team, yo, guys, just find me because this is it.
Just find me.
We're gonna regain this Costa Cup title.
Yeah, man.
You know, winning the Costa Cup, Went on to win the Ben Francis Newcomen Shield.
Yes.
Then we have the biggest one of all, the Oliver Shield. First leg at Gerard Park. I think we should have won that by maybe 4 or 5 goals. But you know, as football goes, that's football.
You know how it is, yes.
Yeah. Went back to Kingston for the return leg. You know, still always never forgot that goal from Mari Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
That broke Russians out.
Yes.
You know?
You will never. Yeah, he's a very good footballer back in the days.
He was, yeah.
He did his thing. You have to give him respect for that.
But if we did take our chances at Gerard Park,
yes.
would have crowned, if not one of the greatest Russians team of all. You understand me? Big up to the guys. Big up to the guy. Yeah. You have a lot of guys that, you know, but
on that team. Yeah, on that team. Talk about the guys on that team, because that was a great team for that year, 1987.
We have the likes, all right. Aaron Lawrence, Wild Boy was in goal. Yeah. We have Shorty Malcolm, RIP, my brother. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
We have Christopher Gizjashi. Yeah. We have the great Mark Hagler Wilson. Yeah. Denton Samuels, RIP again, my brother.
Rest in peace, yes.
Rest, yeah. And you have yours truly. Yeah. We had Franklin Shim. We have like Talbert Dixon. Zeb. That's a guy that you know, I'll get to Zeb when I'm ready, yeah. That's a different Zeb have a different relationship, you understand me?
Yes.
So yeah, you got the Royal Fagatis, you got the Grainies, you got the Michael Graham and Fabian Lawrence, RIP again, my brother. Yeah.
Yes.
Dillian Oates, Tinga, RIP again. Yes. You know, we lost 4 players out of that 87, you know.
Yes.
You know, passed away. You understand me? May they so rest in peace. You have the Pelletries. We have one of the most all-round team I've ever seen. It was so hard to get into.
Yes.
You understand me? So when you get in that team, you have to do your best to stay in that team.
Yes, absolutely.
You know?
There was another goalkeeper. There was Peacock. Peacock was on that team too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was the reserve goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a lot of guys that was there. You have to get in that team. Some people just relax and just say, you know what, I'm a part of this. Okay, it was a brilliant team. It was a great team. The Seba one, I never forgot that one. You must have forgot Seba one. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is a team that I always said, this team, we train together. Yeah. And guess what? We understand each other so much. Yeah.
Yes.
On the field, it's like we just let football simple. Let football do its thing. Yeah. I could go on because, you know, Seba would always say to me, Byron, just Seba say you don't have to look, because from him pick it up on the left, you know I'm gone. So he knows where he's putting it. Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't have to worry about what's happening behind me, if anything, if play breakdown and everything. Because we used to interchange.
Yes.
Yeah. Where each other. So if I'm out of position, Shim or Melod would cover for me. Depends on which area we're on, which side you're on.
Yes.
Then you feel back into that position. So we were multitask. We could have played any position. On that team. And everybody could have played any position. It was a brilliant team. It was a brilliant team. You know what? The best team we come up across that year was Mannings with like a Pussman. And we drew them twice. I was looking forward to them to come into to the interzone round, like to see them again in the final. You know, could they give us a hard push? But that was it, you know. Went on. There were glory days in '87. Everybody win with 3 titles. Happy with our 3 titles.
Yes, regain that glory again.
Yeah, but got it at the same time that we lost it. Yeah, so it give us a bigger motivation going into '88. Start of the season '88, went through the season, we'll do what we have to do, reach the final. Lost. It's like, yeah, boy, there we go again. So to win everything '85, lose everything '86, win 3 titles '87, lost everything '88. You know, that's one of the worst days of my life as a Russian. Yeah. So then I look back on life and I was like, you know what? This is not gonna be, you know. This is it for me. That's my last year. What am I gonna do?
Yes.
Football season is finished, you know. But when I came to Rossi still, I came with Mr. Miller and the guys. They always tell this teacher, Miss Nelson, Mr.
Yes.
Hammer, RIP Mr. Hammer.
Hamilton, yes.
Yeah. Mrs. Malcolm. Yeah. Those guys, they were told to give me the biggest push they could because I had potential.
Yes.
But it's not really that. With the academic side of things, you have the likes, some guys that really encourage me. You understand me? Guys that really encourage me because they hear about me. And you have the Nawin Phillips, one of the guys on our Brosis board. You have Dervin on the Brosis. You have Eric Parr. You have Pat Roy. Those guys give me the extra push academically. I said, guys, guess what? We're gonna make it a different thing for you. You understand me? And I take up that challenge because they lay it down on me and I took it up. Yeah?
Yes.
I took it up and I have to give thanks to those guys.
They saw that in you. They saw the potential in you.
Yeah, and they give me a kick. And I did take the kick. Yeah. Yes. Everything 88. So I'm pushing academically now. So football is done. I'm done now. Didn't get called for the teams. Went called, but I didn't make any of the national teams or anything like that. So I said, you know what, this is it. Football. I'm just gonna play football as a recreation now. That's it.
Yes.
I'm gonna push on now with my education, So I did my SAT, Mr. Miller, because Mr. Miller, that's one of the promises he made to my mom. So, he's gonna whatever Byron push, make sure he get the most out of his education.
Yes.
So I did my SAT, passed my SAT, everything, getting ready now to get the paperwork ready to go to the States to study. Then Mr. Colin Miller passed away. That's another, I dealt another blow again. My career, another low. Very disappointing. Yeah. But I didn't make that stop me. You understand me?
Perseverance.
Still motivated. Still love my football. Yeah. Went on to sixth form. Still pushing, doing everything I have to do. Become deputy head boy, which to be a footballer and become a deputy head boy was one of the.
That's a big move. Yes, of course. Yes. It comes with a lot of work and everything. Yeah. So it's just hard work, perseverance, payoff. Well, so, but remember leaving because your mom's a superstitious lady and she always tell you, hey, football is not your way out. So going into Rossi's, you didn't go there within in mind that, listen, I'm just going to play football. You're going there to just do the best that you can do and be the best that you can be. You played your football, you won, you lost, it balances out, and then you had to get back to reality and refocus, and you chose to pursue more. Then Dervin Nesbitt, very, very talented and interesting young man. Eric Parr, very straightforward and intelligent young man also. Pat Roy, I've known him for a very long time, since primary school, very quiet, but very instrumental in his when he's speaking to you. So you were in great company right there, and they pushed you a lot. And now, hey, listen, way ahead. And you were in a great group right there of individuals, and they pushed you, and you became the deputy head boy.
Yep.
I mean, how did you feel?
You know what? I was proud of myself. I was like, I could walk, I was doing it academically and doing it as a footballer, that was the best thing of my life. Yeah. Yes. That's one of the best things of my life. And I was like, yeah. And putting on that white shirt was, it was for me. Yeah. I'm not bragging and boasting, but for me, it's one of the highlights of my career as my school years in Rossi.
Yes, of course, man. Definitely.
You see what? You see when they used to call me the quiet one because I didn't like to speak a lot. And I have to give thanks. Yes. There are a lot of people that like the teachers. Yeah. Yes. Whenever we got like home matches, yeah, I was the last one leave of they have to come and get, because my teachers they wouldn't let me out because we would lie a little bit out. If you have a home match, everybody be out by after lunch, we don't go back to class. We just
right.
we get no bubble. But I'm the last one. I never get in that bubble until about 2 o'clock, 2:30, and much time is 3 o'clock, 3:30. So I'm always the last one rushing in to get my instruction what to do, you know. But you know, that's that's the sort of potential in me. So let's say, you know what, let's push this guy. I'm glad for these guys, you know. I'm glad for them. Zeb is another guy. Zeb used to be when Zeb become friend, because Zeb was a quiet one too. Yeah.
Yes.
Jeffrey Samuels, yeah. And he was a quiet one. So he always say, yeah. Yes. So whenever we used to get lunch at school, so when everyone is there talking, me and Zeb is just by ourselves, looking different things, you know, talking about different things, talking about school or work and them something, you know. He always encouraged me, Byron, always take up your book, He always encouraged me. That's one thing. So we're there, and that's all the thing we talk. Me and Zeb used to have a little bubble. And even now we have our little bubble still where we contact each other, you know. But I'm glad to know that we come back and we back up some of the guys in this we haven't seen for whole long. You understand me? I know.
Of course.
And I have to say, you see, I have to say a big thank you to Mr. Diggy Henry. Yes. Big thank you to Troy Malcolm. Big thank you to Rossi's, all my teammates who believe in me, and make it happen. I'm gonna say thank you all. Trust me.
Yes.
It was a journey. There. Yeah. So going on now from being
that was let me just stop you there. You know, for you to say that, Byron, I really appreciate that you acknowledge your teammates, you acknowledge the persons who were there for you at the time when you had no idea where you were going. They were guiding you along the way, and for you to recognize that and to acknowledge it now, it's worth an applause for you to have that kind of humility in you to be saying that right now, and I really appreciate you saying that.
And I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. I'm not saying it because I'm saying it from the bottom. I've worked with some of the best guys. That '87 team was such a team. I'm telling you. On and off the pitch, we were so close. You understand me? You know, every team have their little bubbles. We have a little here and there, miss up now and then. But it's nothing to worry about. It's just for the best. You understand?
Teenage boys just having a little thing, whatever.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, I just want the guys them to know that. Trust me. Yeah. Believe me, they played as a footballer. Trust me, a lot of them played. All of them played a big part in my rise to Rossi's High School. Yes, I take my hat off to them. Thank you, guys.
Yes, spoken like a true gentleman, Byron Spence, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. There's a lot more coming because you haven't heard all of it yet. He's just warming up and talking about his early school years at Rossi is coming up to where he is to becoming a deputy head boy. Now, Byron, you appreciated Rossi so much that you just didn't want to just play football, you know, be a deputy head boy, be a governor over the students at Rossi's. You loved the institution so much that you wanted to show the love that they believed in you. You want to show the love back to the school. You tried to get a job at the school.
All right, that's it. That's the next thing after, right? And it's unfortunate. My last year at Rossi's, '89, was gonna leave. No, that's it. That's my time at Rossi's has come to an end. Yeah. So Claude, this Shippy. I can't remember which one of the Shippy, but it's just the daughter, Miss Shippy daughter. I think it's she was
Arlene,
the first Carleen Shippy, She was the assistant bursar at Rossi's. So she was leaving that job to move on to different job. And that's when she recommended me and said, you know what? This is it. There's a position there. So I got interviewed by the bursar and I was accepted. So there again, I thought '89 would be my last year, but guess what? I still had another year in Rossi's. So I started working as an assistant bursar. And giving back in every way that I could. I give in football, I give in education, and now I'm giving my service. That was one of the things.
Absolutely.
So moving on from it's just a joy.
Of course. And to see that you came through the ranks, you became you got the job there as a bursar. And what happened after that?
We move on to after a year, I sent the same combination again between Colin Shipley and I. I got pulled out to the bank, to NCB, to work as a cashier.
You became a banker. From a footballer and not knowing where you're going, a banker.
Yeah, so we moved. We was stepping up the ladder. Yeah. So that's another thing. Still staying in Hanover, still staying in Lucy, working at NCB Lucy, still staying there. The likes of Norway and Phillips, the likes of St. Ryan Steel. We're all there. You understand me?
Yes.
Yes. So that's basically what I'm saying. It's just that what Rossies has done for me, I can't, imagine. Because if it wasn't for my football, it wasn't for my academics, a lot of people at the bank would see me and say, he's got potential. It's taking me, it's helped me out in so much way,
Yes.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from film school, because that's where it's all begin. Yeah.
Yes.
And and I have to thank them also for giving me the opportunity to move on to a higher institution, and succeed.
And one of the things I noticed by talking with you, you have this personality that you show and you give respect and love and gratitude to the persons who you admired and who helped you along the way, whether it be a word, kind words, or other ways. You always show gratitude to these persons, that you talk about when you're coming to the airport at one time.
Yeah, that's another thing again, because when I came to I migrated in 1998 to England, yeah, and spent most of my from there and I'm living in England. But the thing about it, coming back through, I can remember 2010, yeah, when I was returning to Jamaica, yeah, and I reached the airport and I gave my passport to the custom officer, yeah. It's like, looked at it and looked at me and he's like, are you the same Byron Spence? I said, yes, I'm the same one, yeah. It's like, and he was saying to his other, you know how good he was? How good he was? How good he was? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, that's another thing again. Made me so proud to know that after so many years, represent Rossies, yeah, and you still remember, some people still remember you. I can walk through Montego Bay Airport, Donald Sangster International Airport, with my head all high. Because everyone, as I go through custom, everywhere I go, everybody like, that's Byron Spence. That's Byron Spence. I'm like, wow, that's brilliant.
Amazing.
And that's what that's another thing, that's even pin Rossies closer to my heart.
Yes, because they always say your attitude determines your altitude. And the thing about it, you don't even have a nickname. You don't have an alias name.
Yeah, I've got an alias name. Only a couple people might know.
A few people know that, right?
People know, which I'm not gonna say anyway. So I've come to Rossies without getting an alias name. Okay, I have an alias name from Froome. I have an alias name from Froome most. Like Jim Dandy will know about that.
Yes. Well, that's a given. Well, you talk about Zeb, that Zeb was always there with you. You also have a good relationship with Zeb, which is Jeffrey, who is courtesy of Jeffrey. I want to say thank you, Jeffrey. The picture in my background, that's him sitting in there with his son out on the water. They're having a little reasoning. I had to use it today because you're a very good friend with him, so I just wanted to compliment him at the same time as I had to use it.
Me and Zeb is always, even on the team bus going to matches, yeah. Me and Zeb is always there, always beside each other, and he always saying that, Byron, go out there and do your thing, because I know you can do it. You understand? Even when we played together, because he used to come on as a substitute sometimes he starts, yeah, and we used to do the role, and he was so always telling me, come on, baby, I know we can do this, If I make a mistake and I'm down, you come over to me and say, come on, man, we can do it. But it's just, that's the way life is. And look out, thank you, Zeb, for being there for me, brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? I said all my teammates, I thank them, but Zeb, me and Zeb was always, we are the quiet one. So we always we're at the back at all time. Yeah. Yes. Lunchtime, we're always at the back. We do what we have to do. But It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure playing with these guys. You understand?
Yes, yes.
So that's one of the things I said. As I said, this group of guys that I played with, you know, was good. You know, and you know what? I want to say, because after losing everything, you know, I have to take my hat off to the 89-90 team, 89 and 90 team, for winning back all that for me. Thank you guys. You know, as I was still at school and I was so happy to see that in living colors. The St. Ryan Steel, the Faggotis, the Warrens, all them guys that bring back that trophy to us. Ross Howard, blessings the goalkeeper. Yeah, those guys. They bring it back. I was so, you know, to become back again as to be champion, those guys back-to-back champion. That's even, you know. I feel good because I was there 89. I was there 89. I was there 90.
Yes. Yeah. So so the institution won, but you weren't playing. So you still win anyway.
I still win because it's Rossi, so it's true.
Yeah, of course, of course. So it holds true that you are an avid fan of Rossi's at home and abroad. So now you are a part of the Brosis. We have now formed this group called the Brosis that you are now a part of it, and you love it so much. You want to be a part to contribute whatever you can in any way or shape or form. You always want to contribute back to Rossi's. You have that personality.
Always. And you know what, how this is started. I want to say thank you, Granny, for making that call. Yeah. And I want to say thank you, Troy, for picking up the, you know, we all push everything on Troy Malcolm. Yeah. And he did take it. He did take it. In the first instance, he didn't want to, but trust me, he become the leader of the group. Yeah. Which I'm very proud of. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. And you know, you have to say, we form a group here, and trust me, for the guys, we haven't seen on each other for a whole long. Yeah. And this group, we have one aim, we have one destiny. Yeah. You know, as Granny will always say, the train stop at Rossi's High School. So we're gonna make sure that train stops, that all of us is on that train going heading to Rossi's High School, Colin Miller Complex. That's where we're headed. And you know, and I want, you know, as I said, unity is strength. You understand me?
Always.
I'm not gonna try. You know, but you know, as we said, one aim, one destiny, one creator, one love. Yeah.
Yes.
We can do this with you know, we have to give thanks again to the guys behind the scene that working, the Gregs, the Andel, the Norwins. These guys are doing some tremendous job behind the scene where we don't know about as we are on the meet and greet group. Yeah.
Yes.
They're doing some tremendous work. I'm gonna say thank you to my sisters. Trust me, for dropping in. The First Lady Shauna, thank you. Yeah. For all the ladies on the forum, yeah, they're always there with us. You know, keep giving it. The DBs, thank you, girls. You know, just keep you going. You know, sometime when I'm down at home, I just jump on that group, and that's Brosis group is give me so much laughter is unbelievable. You know, the group of guys that we have. These group of guys are not normal, mate. They're different. They're different.
I know,
and they're all passionate about Rossi's High School. You understand me?
Yeah.
So this is where we're heading. You know, as we said, we're gonna head to where the train stop is Rossi's High School. That's where the train stop. And we're all gonna make sure all of us on board is there. Because you know what? I want to give back to Rossi's what Rossi's has given to me.
Yes. Now let's say now you go to Rossi's now and you want to talk to these students there, because you've been up and down like a roller coaster with your, you know, your career at Rossi's, and then, you know, what would you say to these young boys and girls alike?
I would say, yeah, from my personal view, yeah, sports in all is not all. You know, you sports, but try to balance everything in whatever thing you do in life. Try to balance it. Yeah.
Yes.
Education is the key. Education is key to everything. Yeah. I mean, you know, look at Raheem Graham. Guy is a sixth former, is a footballer. Take my hat off to him. He's heading to uni. You understand me? These are the guys, you know. We need to get into this forum to continue the journey, into this Brosis group to continue the journey.
The future.
Yeah. The future. You understand me? You know, even my daughters, I know they, you know, I hope they one day, you know, come on and be a part of it. You know, they're Russian in blood because my wife is a Russian, so I'm a Russian, so they're Russian in blood.
Yes.
Mm.
So I don't know if I mean you say your wife is a Russian, so that we left Russia is like what? That's about over 25 something years ago. So you've been married. I read that you've been married for what, over 25 years now or something like that.
Yeah, 25 years we've been married, been together since school days. So we've been together about 33 years.
And that's very admirable of you, Byron, because you came from a large family of your dad and your mom, and you're emulating your dad, if I must be as presumptuous and say that, because you're focused on just doing that one thing, and that is to make your family survive. As you know, you went into Russies, you did the same thing, trying to be the best you can be. Now you're out there as a positive, creating a positive outlook on life and of the environment and the community at large where you live in, and you're trying to create this positive, to be a positive role model for your children. And you are holding true based on what your father taught you.
Yeah, because my dad married my mom when they were 18 and 20. Yeah. And that's it. Until my dad passed away in 2013. Yeah. R.I.P. to the rest in peace, the big man. Yeah. And until then, that's all I know. My mom and my dad, as I said, 12 of us. We never went to bed hungry, It was hard, yes, but we never went to bed hungry. But but as I said, me with my wife, being every successful or every successful man need a good lady behind them, a good woman behind them to push them. As I said, my wife did that, and that's why, we're still together. Understand?
A lot of people would argue with you. A lot of ladies right now is probably going to argue with you and say they don't want to be behind you. They want to be right beside you all the time. A lot of these ladies would say that. But I totally get the concept of what you're talking about. And you very often you talk about all these players. You talk about Donald Hewitt. He was one of the guys who was very instrumental. I used to see these guys, used to watch them. So basically, you didn't get to play any National League football because after you left high school, you went straight into working.
Yeah, but I had a stint at Reno, which didn't work out. Yeah, so I went back to playing. Division football, division like Western League, whatever, which I've created. I created a couple teams. Yeah, because I'm from Fulham, but I'm living in Granger. But I have to give respect again to Papa, them was those guys, yeah, and the Robert Brackett, teacher Brackett, them guys, and other guys that pushed my career so far again, during our Western League, they always look up, and say, yo, you're a good player, And you know what? Before I even go, before I even end my show, I just want to take time out to say to the elders, the Russian elders who set the way for us. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, boys, for doing that for us. The Bomb Blast, the Swelly Millers, Troy Malcolm, the Gainer Blocks. They got those guys. Yeah, those guys, the Samuels. They set the place for us. They paved the way for us to be successful. They might never be successful in the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, but guess what? They set the pace for us. So thank you guys for setting that going for us to walk on. You understand me? They set the stage for us. So we went on and complete that stage for them. Thank you guys. Yeah, to all the elders. We're not gonna leave you out. So that's some of the things.
Yes. Spoken like a true gentleman and a true ambassador of the Rossies institution and Jamaica on a whole. Byron Spence, ladies and gentlemen. And as we come to a close very shortly, Byron, you know what? I will give you the last word because I want them to hear you speak because I could listen to you speak all evening. So I want you to have the last word. What would you have to say to these younger, anyone out there what positive message you want to put out there in the environment right now?
You know what? Just do your best and trust in God and everything will come after. That's it. Do what you do, whatever you're doing in life. My mom always tell you, if you're not gonna do your best, don't do it. Yeah, and do your best. I just want to say to my bro's family, I want to say thank you again, guys. But we just want to push this out there to let you know that we are coming. Rossies, we are coming. this group is coming to, to give back what we can give to Rossi's High School. And trust me, and that's the one aim, the one destiny. We're all going over. We're gonna be at Rossi's one day. I'm looking forward to that day. That grand opening day. Thank you, Darwin. Trust me, you've been a good guys. You're young boys don't stand in your way. You're the new young boys.
Oh, let me tell
Thank
you. Thank you. I don't know. That's a legend you're talking about there.
Yeah, you're not far away from him. You continue to do the job and you'll be there, mate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Rossi's Foundation for having me on the program. It's wee hours in the morning. I'm not gonna go back to bed. I have to get up early to go to work. So I'm just gonna, as we said, unity, we're gonna leave it as it is. Unity is strength. Our aim is Rossi's High School. And we know we're gonna do it. And everyone on board, we're asking you, let's finish what we have started. As that finished, let's continue what we have started in the best way possible so we can leave it for the youngster to pick it up and take it on. Yeah? One aim, one destiny. Thanks.
One creator, one perfect love. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Mr. Byron Spence, true ambassador for the Rossi's Institution, also of Jamaica. And I want to say thank you again, viewers and subscribers, for tuning in to watch and to listen and to learn about humility, how to be persevering and never to give up no matter what, and always have a plan and stay focused on your goals. Always make a plan, because if you don't have a plan, if you fail to plan to fail. And Byron has said it and you have heard it. And I want to say thank you again for tuning in to another one of our Rossi's Brosis Empowerment Hour. Thank you for watching again, and hope to see you next week. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.
Thank you all, sir. Yeah. Bye from London.